Some mornings feel heavy. You wake up with yesterday's weight still on your chest, the mistakes, the regrets, the things you wish you could undo. But then you remember this truth: God's mercy is new each morning. Start again with grace. It's not just a verse, it's a promise, and it's waiting for you. Every single sunrise. You don't have to earn it, you just have to receive it. Mercy doesn't wait for you to clean yourself up. It meets you right where you are, in the mess, in the fatigue, in the silent prayers and shaky hands. God's mercy isn't weak. It's relentless, and it shows up again and again and again. Because God's mercy is new. Each morning, start again with grace means grace never runs out. You are not your worst day. You are not your lowest moment. You are not the sum of your failures. You are loved still. You are seen still. And you are invited not because you're perfect, but because mercy is. God doesn't give you leftovers. He gives you new mercy, fresh hope, clean slate every single morning. Mercy is God's reset button. It says, yes, that happened, but it's not the end. It says, come to me again. I'm still here. No matter how far you feel, no matter how long you've wandered, you can always come home. Every sunrise is an invitation to begin again, and mercy holds the door open. There's grace for the thing you regret the most, grace for the harsh word, grace for the missed opportunity, grace for the moment you broke and thought God couldn't love you after that. But He does. He loved you then. He loves you now, and His mercy doesn't shrink back when you mess up. It moves in closer. God sees the whole picture, not just the stumble, but the fight behind it, not just the failure, but the tears that followed. He sees it all, and He doesn't walk away. He leans in, He forgives, He restores, and in the quiet of each morning, He whispers, let's begin again. Mercy doesn't just reset your day, it reminds you who you are. Not the shame-covered version, not the broken label you've carried, not the voice that says, you'll never change. You are God's chosen, forgiven, held. His mercy silences every lie that tried to define you. You don't have to carry yesterday into today. You don't have to drag the disappointment or the guilt. God's mercy gives you permission to breathe again, to rise again, to try again. And grace means you don't have to prove yourself, you just have to return. Every morning is a chance to begin with God again. No matter how dark the night was, no matter how deep the ache is, the sun still rises, and with it His mercy rises too. You are not stuck, you are being renewed, one day at a time. One morning at a time. And this morning mercy met you here. Shame says, hide. Mercy says, heal. Shame says, you're finished. Mercy says, let's start again. You are not too far gone. Not too broken. Not too late. Because where shame built a wall, mercy builds a way back. And that way is open, right now. You don't start again because you're strong. You start again because He is, because His mercy fills the places your strength ran out, because His grace covers the cracks you tried to hide. You don't have to wait until you feel holy to return. You just come, and He meets you. God doesn't tolerate your return. He delights in it. He doesn't sigh when you whisper your prayer again. He smiles. He draws near. He runs to you like the Father in Luke 15. No lecture, just love. Because His mercy isn't keeping score, it's keeping the door open. Mercy isn't just about yesterday's sin. It's for today's need, today's anxiety, today's weariness, today's pressure. You don't just need forgiveness, you need strength. And mercy brings both, a clean heart and a lifted head. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from grace, from the place where God meets you not with judgment, but with joy. From the place where He says, let's write a new page. Not perfect, but surrendered. Not polished, but present. And that's more than enough. Your past may explain you, but it doesn't define you. What defines you is mercy. What covers you is grace. And what leads you is hope. You are not who you were. You are who He's redeeming you to become. And that journey starts fresh every morning. This time, you don't have to start harder. Start softer, more surrendered, more honest, more dependent on grace. This isn't about proving anything. It's about receiving everything. Because mercy was never about your performance. It was always about His love. God's mercy doesn't run out just because you feel tired. In fact, that's when it shows up strongest. When you're worn, when you're weak, when you have nothing left to offer. Mercy steps in, not to scold, but to carry you. He knows your frame, and He holds you anyway. So wake up today, not with pressure, but with peace. New morning, new mercy, new beginning. You don't need a 5-year plan, just one faithful step. Let mercy lead it. Let grace hold it. Let God walk with you, because He's already waiting in the day ahead. Don't let yesterday's weight steal today's mercy. Yesterday had its own struggles, its own tears, its own grace. But today is a fresh canvas. Mercy didn't forget to show up. It's here, right now, and it's strong enough to hold your heart. God still chooses you, not just when you get it right, not just when you feel strong, but this morning too, right here, right now. He chooses you with full knowledge of your weakness and still says, my grace is sufficient. That's the kind of love you can build a new beginning on. You're allowed to start over, again and again and again. God's mercy isn't keeping count to cut you off. It's open-armed, every single time. And each time you return, you don't get less grace. You get all of it, poured out, freely given. You are not a burden to God's mercy. You are the reason it flows fresh each day. He delights to meet you here. Not reluctantly, not resentfully, but joyfully. Because mercy is more than what He does. It's who He is. And He's not tired of helping you begin again. Grace doesn't run out. It multiplies. With every breath, every surrender, every God. I need you. The more you come, the more it meets you. This isn't a limited offer. It's an everlasting covenant. And His mercy has already covered tomorrow, too. So let mercy define your morning. Not fear, not failure, not what they said, not what you feel. Let mercy be the first thing you reach for. Before the emails, before the noise, before the self-doubt creeps in. Let mercy speak louder, because His voice is always full of welcome. You don't have to start big today. You just have to start with Him. A whispered prayer, a deep breath, a moment of stillness before the day rushes in. That's mercy. 2. It meets you in the quiet, in the smallest choices, in the decision to try again, even when it still hurts. This is what freedom looks like. Not perfection, but permission. Permission to grow, to fall and rise again, to walk in grace instead of guilt. God's mercy frees you to live unchained, because you were never meant to carry shame into the sunrise. God isn't surprised that you need mercy again. He planned for it, provided for it, poured it out without limit. This morning isn't a mistake. It's a miracle. A moment tailor-made for grace to meet you right here. Don't run from it. Rest in it. So start again today, not with clenched fists, but open hands. Hands that say, I can't, but you can. Hands that drop the burden and receive the blessing. Hands that reach not for control, but for communion. Because that's where mercy flows to the open, to the willing, to the ones who show up. Let grace carry you forward today, not your strength, not your discipline, not your ability to get it all right. Just grace. It walks with you. It holds your hand. It lifts your eyes when you've forgotten who you are. You don't have to carry the day. Grace already is. This is the day the Lord has made. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. And His mercies are new. His Spirit is near. His voice is kind. So rejoice. Not because the day is perfect, but because grace is present, and mercy is more than enough. God doesn't love a future, improved version of you. He loves you right here, right now. The one who's trying, the one who's tired, the one who's reaching for mercy again. You don't need to earn a new beginning. You just need to receive it, because mercy already made it possible. So, take a deep breath. Let go of what was. Step into what is. This is grace. This is mercy. This is your morning. God's mercy is new each morning. Start again with grace, and you can start again today.